That's not really a great photo. That works, I guess. Screen share. Whoa. This. It's like, I don't know if it's actually chocolate beer, but it's very chocolate-like. Um, it's so good. It's so good, but it's not like the overly sweet milk chocolate. It's like the only good dark chocolate that exists. Um, it's so good. I want to get more. This stuff is fantastic. Even warm, which is hard to do. I gotta set up a new scene so I don't do that. Whatever. Shall we do a an alcohol tier list real quick? No. There's many dark chocolates that suck. Most dark chocolate sucks. Still immensely better than white chocolate. I'll give you that. No, dark chocolate is not good. It is not good. Most of it is not good. But with mint, it is really good. Alright. Um, is it Topsters? Is that what it's called? I have a feeling it's not this. It is this. Cool. That's too much work. I'll just do it this way instead. Top 5 beers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We have almost the worst chocolate, but it's not. U.S. chocolate as a whole is bad. It's not milk or dark. It's just bad as a whole. Although Hershey with almonds hits way more than it's supposed to. Milk chocolate is terrible. Milk chocolate is the worst. By far. Okay. Top 5, I think, in no order of any alcohol. Not just beer, not just IPA, not just, as a whole. Dos Equis is up there, for sure. I mean, it's gotta be. That's just so good. That one is just so fucking good. So smooth and decent warm. 2, definitely Warsteiner. Dunkel. This shit. That one is just so fucking good. I'm gonna say that about all of these, but genuinely the only beverage that I can drink room temperature and is fine. Not even fine. It's good. It's so good. And you don't really get tired of it, which is kind of dangerous, but we'll ignore that. Now, if this was me... Now, if you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I would put this one on, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. But, I mean, it's a classic, dude. It's cheap. It's cheap, and it's good. Was good. Was good. I can't have this I can't have this ever again. So, story time with me. Ginger. Spring 2024. Spring 2024. I think it was like sometime in April, maybe. It was... What? I think it was a Sunday night. My buddy and I wanted to get drunk. Because we never did together, so we wanted to. Just to have fun. I'm not saying you need alcohol to have fun. That is not the point. You should have alcohol while already having fun, not to have fun. There's the message. But it was a Sunday night. We had class the following morning. I had a 9:30 a.m. class, so really early in the morning. And we decided to buy not this, but this. A whole handle. Like 2 liter, 1.75 liters. There we go. So almost around a half gallon right there. We were like, we're going to be responsible. We're just going to have just a few shots. Not even full cups, which is what I used to do with my other friend. But just shots of straight Tito's. Every now and then we put in blueberry Red Bull. Do not recommend. And orange juice. Do not recommend. Orange juice is nasty. But we got a bit carried away. We were playing Cuphead, I believe, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the pirate ship one. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, yes. And we got carried away. From fresh opening, right here, at the meniscus, we drank from here all the way to about here. Which some of you may not know, that's not a good idea. I had 14 shots. 14. 1 and a 4. 14 in about 2 hours. But we both got fucked. Righteously. We made it a challenge where at first it was like every death we would take a shot, which averaged around like 10 minutes, and then after that it was like every 5 we had a shot. So over the span of like 2 hours or something, I got extremely sick. I threw up all over the floor, all over the bed, all over myself, and all over the floor again. My buddy threw up on the floor out in the basement, on himself, on the floor again, mostly in the toilet because he was able to crawl. Good for him. But that's not even the worst part. Yeah, we were sick for 3 days and it felt like we were going to die any second, but that's not even the worst part. The worst part was I had class the following morning. And I'm responsible. You know, this is at the time my second ever semester. So I was taking it serious. I went to class. I did not stay very long, but I went, which means I drove. For me, the drive is only 13 minutes, so it's not awful. There is a main road, but no severe main roads, no highways or anything. I should not have been driving. I was definitely still way past the limit. It was bad. That was the one and only time I've ever had a hangover. And I don't know if I can even call it that because I was genuinely just sick. I was drunk probably for a solid 24 hours from how much I had. But I went to class. I pulled my professor aside, and I was like, "Prof, I don't feel so good." He went, "Are you going to get sick?" And I went, "Probably." And he went, "Should you go home?" So I said, "Probably." And just like this, he just waved me off. He waved me goodbye. He gave me a sailor's wave. And then I drove back home. So I was in class maybe for a total of 5 minutes, but those were the 5 most stressful minutes of my life because I thought I was going to throw up over my desk at any point. So I get back in the car, I drive home, and I should have stopped there. I should have just stayed at home, but no, because my tummy ached. I couldn't get any food down. I didn't have saltines or anything. Water I couldn't get down. I decided, instead of just staying home, I should get some ice cream to, I don't know, reward myself for surviving. I don't know. But I got myself, what was it? I think it was just like cookie dough ice cream. Nothing crazy, because I felt like if I had too much sugar, that it would just make it worse, and it probably should have with any ice cream, but it didn't. I was able to actually get down the cookies and cream, or cookie dough ice cream, which thank God. But I also got myself a vitamin water, and that was the first. No, that wasn't the first time. What am I trying to say? That was the best, single handedly the best vitamin water I've ever had. It was so good. It was so worth it. But thankfully, the following day I didn't have any classes. So I stayed home. I watched Rhett and Link for like 8 hours straight, just catching up. Shot my liver with a 45, pretty much, dude. 45 might be underselling it a little bit. That was terrifying. I probably should have went to the hospital, but I didn't. So, well, me, I'm still here, right? But it did. The moral of the story is don't do that. Don't drink too much of this. And if you do, you're never going to want to drink it again, which is why it's not going to be in my top 5. Drink responsibly. Ever since, I really did learn my lesson, though, and I don't push it. Once I feel myself starting to get floaty, I call it there, and I'll keep progressing a little bit more, get, like, properly drunk, and just stay there. That's why you hate Fireball. Yeah, I was about to say, Fireball is nasty. However, if I run out of this, I got backup. Hang on a second. Sorry, I thought I heard knocking. That was terrifying. But if I run out of the White Claw, I do have some of this. Jim Daniels Tennessee Fire. It's not proper Fireball, but it is equally as, if not more, disgusting because it's not like smooth. It is very syrupy. Like, I don't know if you can tell by the shake test that I just made up. But you can actually kind of see it. Maybe. There's like a thin layer of like almost film at the very top. It is so syrupy. It is disgusting. But we might have some of that. I'm not a huge Jim Daniels. Ooh, that does remind me though. Number 3. Jim Daniels I don't really care about. But what I do really appreciate every now and then, a good whiskey. I believe it's called Bird Dog. Pretty sure it's Bird Dog. Pretty sure it was Bird Dog. Bird Dog, but not just normal. It was... You're okay. Blackberry. Yes. Right here. This whiskey, I am telling you, if you've never had it, you need to get it. You can't see it. Now you can see it. Incredible streamer over here. Genuinely so fucking good. It is incredible. You don't need any more than maybe a glass. Or 2. But it is amazing. No. I will say you have to have this with ice. Proper ice cube. If you don't have it with ice, it's going to be a pain in the ass because it is also pretty syrupy. I don't know what the OG flavor tastes like, but the blackberry is incredible. So that is my number 3, for sure. Ooh, number 4, though. This is where it gets tricky. I really haven't had too much alcohol. I mean, I'm still in my prime. Legally, not in my prime. But Twitch, I'm legal. But, ooh, number 4. Crown. I don't know if I've ever had Crown. No, I don't think I've ever. Have I? I don't know. What does it look like again? I don't remember. But Moscow Mule, never had it. I can't drink Tito's ever again. I don't know if I can. It's bad. There was a solid 6 months where if I smelt Tito's, I would nearly throw up. It was awful. So I just don't risk it. Ooh, no, that's pretty nasty actually. But that is pretty good. We'll get back to that. I think as a runner-up with Fireball, yeah, that makes sense. Fireball's nasty, dude. I don't know if this makes it to my top 5. But it is pretty up there. Maybe top 10. This is really good. This is fantastic. Stella Artois. This one is so good. I know it's just very smooth. Very, very smooth. But you do have to drink this cold, or you will regret it, for sure. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no. One shot of fire cinnamon whiskey, and I'm out. Oh, I don't remember the actual brand. Sake's pretty good. Fish and cinnamon? Yeah, that sounds awful. Stella has a little bit, but it is light, and I appreciate that. I can't think of a proper brand. But as a whole, tequila's pretty fun. But this is more for the experience than anything. Yeah, what I normally have is the 1800 silver. I get that mostly at my buddies. I don't have any of it my own, so. But definitely the 1800. It's absolutely disgusting. 1800 silver is disgusting on its own. But with the experience, put it in a little shot glass, put some tahini on the edge, take some of that while you're taking it. Do the fucking lime and the salt shit. Such a fun experience. All I need is 2 of those nowadays, and it does the job. With a little bit of side shit like beer and IPA. I'll put that as 4. Just the experience as a whole. Patron? I don't think I've had Patron. So I cannot attest to that. Tequila as a whole was fun. Ooh. Bacardi Dragon Fruit. How do I change that so it stops just opening more tabs? It's so annoying. As a whole, I think this is good. No, not you. You. As a whole, this is very good. I don't know if that makes it in my top 5, though. I don't know if... I can't think of a specific brand, so I don't want to... Do I put champagne as a whole? You know what? Yeah, I will. You complimented me too much in the beginning, so I had to prove you wrong. Like to keep people on their toes like that. Yeah, I'm putting Chardonnay, Champagne, number 5, for sure. So, 2 runner-ups, honorable mentions. Stella Artois, very good. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it sounds good in my head, so. Bacardi Dragon Fruit, incredible. No, not incredible. Good. Pleasant, even. I like it, alright? Now, what would I put at 5? Tequila at 5. Tequila is a very fun experience, but I really only want to do it maybe once a weekend. 2 shots and then call it there. Don't have it again for a little while. So for that reason, it's at number 5. For a similar reason, I'm going to put Bird Dog Blackberry at 4. I love it, but it's just, it is strong, it's heavy, it tastes incredible, but not something you really want to be sipping on. Definitely just a once in like a celebratory night or something, you would have it. So number 4. Number 3, I'll put Champagne brands as a whole. Because it really depends. I've had some not great ones, but most of them I enjoy a lot. Between these two, I think I'm gonna have to put Warsteiner over Dose Ki. I love my German folk. Dose Ki is very good, incredible, even super duper smooth. Yeah, that's really all I can say. It's just super smooth, super good. Warsteiner is a little bit better though because it's chocolatey, but not overly chocolatey. Probably, but I am kind of cheap as well. I don't like spending a lot of money, especially when I have big projects to save on, like the new PC I just built, or saving up to drive to Colorado. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5 alcohols.